Hi water signs, this is Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot, and welcome to your weekly reading for January 20th through the 26th. This is for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is a general reading, meaning it's not going to resonate with every single soul out there. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and as always, utilize your own intuition. If you are new to the channel and feel guided, go ahead and hit subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell twice so that you can be notified of all future updates. And if you want something more private and personal, go in the description box below. All of my information is there for you, and we are going to get started. As always, water signs, we start off with the oracle card, and then I will break out to each individual water sign, and I will timestamp everything below, and we'll flow into the healing messages. Time is fluid, guys, meaning it's some of this may have already happened, some of this may be happening now. Others of you, this is going to be happening through the week or maybe down the road a little bit. It's fluid, be open, use your own intuition, things all fall in place as you need to, okay? So calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascended masters as to what messages our water signs need to hear this week. What does Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio need to know this week? What do they need to be aware of for the week of January 20th through the 26th? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Keeping up. Immense effort. Advance. Do not drink poison. Do not do things that you know are bad for you. Water signs, you got somebody toxic in your life. Some of you are feeling like they have the upper hand, okay? Some of you, they might be putting you down, okay? But this is about you putting effort into yourself, all right? Some of you may feel a little bit unsure or feel like you're in a time crunch to fix a situation about someone being toxic for you. Spirit is here to remind you to not let this person get to you, to fill you up with toxicities that do not serve you, okay? You are still in control of how you feel, how things come up. Time is just an illusion, and they're showing me time here in so many ways. Here's time here, here's that time being toxic. It's just an illusion. So they are really bringing that message up strongly for many of you, and I'm curious as we break out into each individual sign. We're going to start off with Pisces, what this toxicity is, but I do feel like you have someone that is bringing up toxins in you, bringing up negativity, and they might not treat you right or feel like they are always right, but this person somehow has a control over you, and they're reminding you that you really need to have control of yourself, okay? So let's see what we have for Pisces this week on nonsense, keeping up, and do not drink poison. Nonsense. Queen of Hearts. Some of you, this person could be someone who's like a motherly figure or someone who is part of your family, and it's like they feel like a mom to you. Others of you, this is just a really close individual that feels like, you know, it is, you know, like it almost feels like they are connected to you in a permanency way, like you're not going to be able to ever release them. It's a family. It definitely feels like family. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have for you. What messages do we have for Pisces? Here we go. We're starting off with the Four of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have the Moon reversed. On keeping up, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Five of Pentacles here. And we have the Queen of Cups. It's also reminding me of the Queen of Hearts here. The Magician is reversed, okay? Listen, when I see the Magician, it's all about manifesting. It's all about coming to a truth. But this particular deck, they're showing me a hand. And usually in the hand, for some reason, I hear the word stop. I feel like with this reverse, it's like you stopped believing in what your goals are, or you're putting a stop to something. Many of you who are dealing with somebody like I said, where it's time to talk to the individual, have been resting on a situation. not really going further into talking about the situation, talking about what needs to come out, okay? But this week, it's about getting out of that energy. So I feel for a lot of you, you've rested enough, okay? I feel for many of you, Pisces, the wounds that you may have felt, feeling guarded, feeling like a victim, this is all reversed. There's clarity here. You have clarity in a situation. I do feel for many of you, you're dealing with somebody who wasn't truthful to you. This could have been, because I'm seeing a lot of swords here, so it could have been an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But Pisces, somebody wasn't truthful to you or couldn't give you the truth in here. With this reverse, I feel for a lot of you, you gave this person so many opportunities and offers at hand at one point, and I still feel like you're giving them offers that they don't necessarily deserve, okay? We have I mean, this is your own energy, but the Three of Cups here is reversed, so I feel like this is not actually bringing you happiness, and there's a clarity here, there's an awareness here of this. You are truly fully aware of how toxic this individual is to you. You're truly had enough. I feel for many of you, you've had enough, and this is what the situation is. With the Queen of Wands energy, and you may have fire in your chart, this is somebody who takes action. This is somebody who is creative and passionate. You may be dealing with somebody who's creative and passionate too, that is showing you something that enlightens you in some essence too, that is completely different from this other individual. But we do have the Five of Pentacles here with the Queen of Cups energy underneath this. I feel for a lot of you, this is about not feeling like you're in the cold anymore here. Look on the situation. This is basically feeling like you're not in the cold. Because when you have this, it's typically feeling in the cold. But when I see this, it's about having an oath and being released, saying that, you know what, I'm no longer going to do this anymore. I'm no longer going to feel this way. I think that a lot of you, this person brought a lot of that into you. Hold on, I got my dog here scratching. I had to stop that for a second because he's just scratching away on the carpet. All right, so this is about having, with the Five of Pentacles, this is about feeling like you're like, what am I doing? Why am I bleeding myself to death here? And that's what I really feel like this. No longer do I want to be in the cold. I feel like your action is that you're getting out of this situation. I'm no longer going to feel toxic or involved with this at all. This is basically going to say, stop the situation, stop manifesting what I don't want. We have your own energy here. This is about something feeling passionate, full. Someone who gives you like, you just feel full of life. Like, I feel for a lot of you, this is what you're trying to get to. I do think that many of you are dealing with a fire sign though, that you're very passionate about and doesn't make you feel like you're in the cold anymore. But you're releasing still. So this week is still about releasing something that does not serve you, someone that maybe you felt stuck with for, you know, for pretty much a big period of time in there. But it's like you put so many offers into this individual that it's like, now I gotta put a stop to this. There's no more of this. I can't have it. This is not bringing me happiness here with the Three of Cups reversed. So I do feel that this week it's having that awareness, the aha moment that I need to take action and move on to get out of this toxicity. Don't forget to look at the healing messages, because I do feel like strongly you'll have more messages on there. If this resonated with you, Pisces, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And we are going to move on to the sign of Cancer. And it looks like Baxter finally settled down, who's been scratching at my carpet for like every reading. So I'm sorry for those of you who heard scratch, scratch, scratch. It's my dog. He likes to nest. All right, so we are now moving on to Cancer. Shuffle for Cancer. All right, Cancer, if you did not watch the Oracle reading in the beginning, go ahead and do so. This is an extension off nonsense, keeping up, and do not drink poison. What messages do we have for Cancer this week? January 20th through the 26th. What does Cancer need to know this? Whoop, here we go. All right, we have the King of Swords reversed. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. Interesting. We have the Devil here. On keeping up, we have the Nine of Swords. The Two of Swords. Are you dealing with an air sign here? So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Possibly. An Ace of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Wands, though, on do not drink the poison. What else do we got? We have the Hierophants. And we have the Fool. Ooh, Cancer. Your overall energy is the Wheel of Fortune. Hello, Cancer signs. There's changes that are coming that are finally in place this week for you. This is divinely happening. Some of you may have been really aware of it. I feel like with this picture here, this is about like, I know this has been happening. I put my dues in. All right. So that person that I said in the general reading for you, for water signs in general, I said that you've had somebody who feels like they're taking control of your life. And it's also about allowing this person to control your life and kind of letting go of that. I feel with the King of Swords energy here reversed. This is the person that I said that you might be dealing with an air sign. I feel like this person is actually letting go of their typical behaviors, meaning that usually they are typically strategic, logical. They have to figure things out. There's no awareness here, okay? But look how this king is staring. It's like, I feel like they're really staring at almost like at Alice in this situation. Like, yeah, I know how I can be. I know I can be off with their head. I know I can be that. But with it reversed, I feel like this person is letting go of that situation. With Mandela, oh, here we go. We got Baxter starting again. Hold on. Let him calm down. With the Eight of Wands reversed, this is all, you know, I always see the Mandela here, this beautiful sign here, and then the wands coming out. I love this, a lotus. This is usually about creativity, something coming in process here, something that brings you happiness, that is growing, evolving. This is, you know, also something that you've made progress in. With it reversed, I feel like this individual knows there's been no progress of their enlightenment. They have toxicities in place here, and you could be dealing with a Capricorn too, but this person is very well aware of how they are to you, okay? You may have, especially with keeping up and the fact that it says immense effort, advance, I feel like the advancements that you've been making for yourself are actually keeping you up at night, especially with the sword energy here, feeling bound to a situation. I feel for many of you with the Two of Swords energy here is that you're still uncertain or feeling blocked, feeling like you can't move forward in a situation, but you're tired of being blind. They keep telling me you're tired of being blind. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed, this is about saying that you're tired of instability, tired of not having something that feels safe to you. And this is, you know, when you have the Ace here, when it's the Ace of Pentacles, this is an opportunity that comes and faces you that's like handed to you, right, by the divine. But to me, when I see this reverse, it's almost saying that, is it even possible for this to come through with how I am in my head? How I'm always stuck here and feeling bound to the situation? How can I have victory of this? But here it is. Your awareness is the actual victory. You are well aware of how much you can take of toxicity, okay? You are well aware that this individual can kind of play off as a Cheshire cat, meaning that talk in riddles, always do something that is actually in the favor of them versus you, okay? You're well aware of that. And this is definitely for a relationship or a partnership of some sort that you do see victory in a situation. Because you are taking stock of your own feelings. You're not allowing this individual to basically be like the one who makes all the shots, okay? It's like, nope, I got the world in my hands. I'm looking at this contract now as to, do I allow this to come in place as this person is? Do I accept him as they are? Do I just allow them to be there as and still be my authentic self and happy and fulfill my own happiness? But this is definitely a relationship. They're really focusing to me, though, with the end here this week of the Fool, that you're still blindfolded. But look at the difference between the middle of the week and the end of the week. Middle of the week, you're like, I'm blindfolded and defending myself. By the end of the week, you're like, I'm blindfolded and I'm still basking in the sun and I'm smelling the flowers here. So I do feel like your perception changes this week, and I think it's because this individual is going to speak some kind of truth to you about the toxicities that they bring to you. I feel like that's the change, is that this person's actually going to speak up to you. All right, if this resonated for you, Cancer, go ahead and comment below. Make sure you hit like, and don't forget to look at your healing messages at the end, and we're going to get started on Scorpio. Messages we have for Scorpio. Let's do a quick shuffle. Staring at my dog Baxter, who's now curled up on the bottom of my feet since I pushed him and wouldn't let him do his nesting on the ground. He likes to scratch at my carpet, so now he's lying on my feet. All right, Scorpio, if you did not look at the extended message in the beginning, make sure that you look at the oracle message for nonsense, keeping up, and do not drink poison, because this is an extension of the oracle reading. What does Scorpio need to know this week? What messages do we have for Scorpio this week? What does Scorpio need to know? Here we go. 8 of Cups. 3 of Cups reversed. 5 of Wands reversed. Queen of Swords on keeping up. The Star reversed. The 6 of Swords. The Page of Pentacles on do not drink the poison. The 10 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, and the energy of this is the Queen of Wands. This week's about action for you, Scorpio. There's something about movement coming in place here. I feel, though, this is something that you're passionate about. It feels for many of you, this is about taking passion on what makes you happy, okay? So for a lot of you with nonsense, it's time to talk sense. You've already moved away from a situation here. I feel like this is just validation that you've moved away. Somebody who was controlling, somebody who didn't bring you happiness, somebody who just kind of felt like narcissistic in a sense, right? Had to be their way or the highway. You're definitely moving on for there. You did not see any kind of support or celebration in here with the 3 of Cups reversed. Could have been a third-party situation as well that there was the reason for it. But this is basically saying, nah, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm moving on, okay? I don't know what's going to be coming ahead, but I'm looking towards it, okay? I'm still going towards the unknown. What does this do? Well, with the 5 of Wands energy reverse, this means that the turmoil, and again, with the 3 of Cups here, I do feel like there's more than one party involved. It feels like all of this has ended because you walked away, okay? Now, in the middle of the week, we have underneath keeping up, immense effort, advance. You might have been dealing with a... you might have been dealing either with a fire sign or an air sign, but with the Queen of Swords, this is about cutting the bullshit, cutting the truth, okay? You might be looking, somebody's watching you, okay? Somebody's watching a situation that you walked away, okay? They might be very blunt about some of the stuff that comes out. I feel like there's going to be communication this week. It's not going to be communication that you want to hear, okay? With a Star, this is about a wish coming true. But with this reverse, I feel strongly that this person, whatever they have to say, is not something that you really want to hear, Scorpio. And I feel like you're like not letting it get to you, okay? Because we have the 6 of Swords energy enter here. So there's definitely communication, but it's leaving this baggage behind to go, I'm going on to the sunset. I'm still moving on. I'm not dealing with this. See ya. It might be the unknown, but I'm willing to take that leap. And by doing that, what it's doing is it's giving you a small opportunity to bring stability back in your life. You're well aware of this. Your third eye is open. You're well aware of how toxic this individual person is to you. And they have done more than one time wounded you or been a burden to you. Look at this, bird's flying out of the air because it's got 10 wands in it. This is something where it's like, this never brought me stability. And by taking stock of leaving the situation, I'm going to bring stability back so that I can grow, because a 10's a completion here. So with this toxicity, it's time to let go. So you're well aware of it. I feel like many of you are open to it. And we're not validating, but what a beautiful thing that you got the Queen of Wands energy here, which is basically, you know, taking action, moving forward, being passionate about yourself, and ending with the Wheel of Fortune. This is like, yep, taking action, passionate. Look, I'm taking the knowledge with me and I'm looking forward to whatever it is. You still have time here, but the time now is different. It's more open. It's like you're open to opportunities here. And that is truly a gift for you from the universe. They're divinely here for you. All of this was meant to happen so that you're not filled up or feeling toxic with another individual here, okay? This is a reminder not to drink or let this person get to you with whatever communication that they have for you. And it's almost like whatever communication they have for you might feel like they're going to be stopping time for you. But it's actually, this is needed. This person, the way that they're coming in, it's almost divinely timed in a sense when this time had to happen or come in, because this is basically this person cutting to truth to have to say some words to you, which is like, what's interesting is that she has a butterfly on her head. So this person has evolved. So there might have been some change or time that's evolved, that this person might have grown, but they're still blunt with what they have to say to you. And it's kind of like whatever they have to say is still going to make you feel like you're going to move on to this, you know, to the unknown and be okay with it. I mean, 2 areas here, you're moving on to the moon energy, and it's like, meh, I'm fine. I might feel this person might wound me or might be a burden to me, but I'm going through that because I have a higher awareness here of that my stability is the most important thing to me, and it's time for a change for me. And so I do think that this is a positive reading for you. Absolutely, Scorpio. If this resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and let's get to the healing messages for all our water signs this week. What do our water signs need to know? We have the ray of light here and the blessed bee. What messages do we have for our water signs? There's a lot of snow out right now, and it's still snowing. It's still snowing in Michigan. I'm looking out the window, and there's still more snow. So much snow. We have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? How, man, water signs, you're really getting it. I just think it's this toxicity is meant to go, okay? All of these cards, all of this thing of feeling like you're, you know, keeping up and this person is breathing down your neck. There's a change in a huge way, and it's divinely coming. It's divinely going away because this foundation wasn't meant to be. This is truly an awakening for you. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being integrated. So you're definitely going through some ascension, okay? Especially with this aha moment. But this is divinely planned, okay? Again, they're showing me the moon energy here. So these are things that are unknown to you, but there's definitely an ascension that is happening or coming through with you. But they are reminding you, what are you still holding on to? So they want you to be able to heal things this week as to what are you clinging on to? Are you clinging on to this individual? Are you clinging on to expectations? Are you clinging on to an outcome? So they're reminding you that you need to let go to this. To be aware of this. That's the whole awakening thing, to be aware, okay? So that's definitely some things that they're reminding you to help heal you. So let's see what Blessed Bee message that you have. Blessed Bee message has a really nice book. They're really nice cards, but I like to read them intuitively. They just bring things out, but if you're interested in oracle cards, you should check them out too. They have some nice things, but it's like paragraphs long. And I'm an intuitive reader, and I just see my own messages sometimes. A blessing to find the truth. A blessing to find the truth. New perception here. Birds. Open mind. A blossoming. I think for a lot of you, this truth is being aware. Being mindful. And that's the blessing that's happening this week, is you're going to have that aha moment. For sure. For sure. All right, water signs, if you like this reading, go ahead and hit like, comment below, and I will see you next week. Take care.